Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my bookish world. Today I am here to do my October wrap-up, which isn't as exciting and a little bit of a mess. I think I read 5 books. I did start 3, did not finish them like I thought I would, but I started 3, so technically I read 2 of these, so I started 2 of these in September. Anyway, I finished 5 books and I started 3 in the month of October. So let's get into it. So the first book that I finished, I did start in September, and that was Actor Age Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. Basically, this is the last book in... I can take that out. This is the last book in the Brown Sisters trilogy. So it's a series of romance books. The first one being Chloe Brown, the second one being Dani, and the third one being Eve. And basically these are all sisters who are living in England and who are very different from each other, and it's their romance story. So basically this follows Eve, who is kind of the flakiest of the sisters and doesn't really have an idea of what she wants to do, and when her parents cut her off, she kind of leaves, drives away being upset, and comes across this little bed and breakfast where they are having interviews for a chef. And while she's not like professionally been a chef, she's like, oh, I can do this. So she goes in and interviews, and the innkeeper or the bed and breakfast person is like, person who owns it is like super grumpy, but he accepts her. Can I do this with my glass? No, I can't see. So I thought it was super cute. I think I gave this 4.5 stars. I really loved this. I think Dani Brown is still my favorite, but I definitely really enjoyed this one, and I recommend it. There's a little, I think our main character is autistic, or on the autism scale. There's a lot of talk about that, or autism spectrum, and I believe that our main character Eve is kind of wondering if maybe she could be on that spectrum, and I think she has ADHD, so that might be wrong. I read it, it's been a couple weeks. The next book that I finished, I also started in September. This was an e-arc because I apparently cannot read e-arcs fast. But this is Count Your Lucky Stars by Alexandria Bellefleur. This is my first book by her. Of course, it's the third one in the series because I'm an idiot. But it is like one of those romance series where you don't necessarily have to read it in order. Basically, Count Your Lucky Stars follows this girl named Olivia, and she is a wedding planner. And this other girl, our other main character, is Margot, and she is kind of this, like, she runs this website or this app for horoscopes. And they knew each other when they were in high school. They were best friends, but they had kind of a falling out. And now they are kind of accidentally forced to be together, to live together for a while, and those feelings that they had for each other come back. I believe our main character, Olivia, is bisexual, although that's never fully confirmed on the page. Whereas I believe that our love interest, Margot, is gay. Again, that's never not like said on the page, but I think that's what it is. But I gave this one 4.5 stars as well. I really enjoyed it, and I'm really excited to read more from this author. I already bought Hang the Moon over there, and I'm hoping to get Written in the Stars for Christmas. If not, I'm buying it. Whew. I don't know why I'm so tired. Rainy days suck. The next book that I read was a library book, and that was Bridge of Souls by Victoria Schwab. This is the conclusion, I believe, to the series by Victoria Schwab, which is like the Cassidy Blake series. So the first book was City of Ghosts, the second book was Tunnel of Bones, and like I said, this one is Bridge of Souls, and this takes place in New Orleans, whereas the other two take place in Paris and Edinburgh. Basically, this follows a girl named Cassidy Blake who about a year ago had a near-death experience, but she was saved. And because of this, she is like called an in-betweener. So now she can go between the living and the dead world, the veil. And she finds out that there's something like she has a duty as an in-betweener. And so this book kind of goes deeper into the spirit world. And I definitely thought it was great. I gave this a 4 stars. It wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but like it was pretty cute. And I will say it's very spooky. I don't know why I'm so tired. The next book that I read was White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. This is her first book in kind of the horror genre, although I would say it's more like a psychological thriller. Basically, it follows this girl named Marigold, and she moves to this kind of creepy house in this weird neighborhood across, like in the Midwest, and she moves from California with her mom, her brother, her stepdad, and her stepsister. And basically things are just going very weird in this house to the point that she thinks that it's haunted. And she does kind of looking into the area that she moved into and found out all these horrible things, the laws that they made, and the way that they're planning on gentrifying it. And yeah, it was super creepy. I definitely thought it was going to be paranormal, but it does not really fall into the paranormal side. I gave this a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I do think that there were some parts that were really slow, but like it was creepy and it was good. And it's pretty short. I just have been reading very slow lately, which makes me worry about my TBR. But it's fine. And then the last book that I finished in the month of, me forgetting what month we're in, the month of October, is The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling, aka Rachel Hawkins. This book follows this girl named Vivian who, when she was 19, cast a hex, a curse, on her ex, thinking it was a joke, it wasn't actually going to happen. 9 years later, when her ex is back in town, things start going horribly wrong, and she realizes, oh crap, that curse actually worked. So it's kind of the story, it's a second chance romance. It follows the story of them trying to break this curse. So freaking cute. Again, took me forever to read because I just can't read fast anymore, apparently. All the yawning, I'm so sorry. But super good, and I definitely recommend it for the spooky season. I honestly want to see this made into a movie because I would watch it all the time. It was so cute. It's adorable, so pick it up. Maybe not now because like the spooky season is over, but next year for sure. But I give this a 4.5 stars as well. I really enjoyed it. Now, I started 3 books in the month of October. One I started a few days ago, and that was Payback's a Witch by Lena Harper. I picked this one up because I was hearing a lot about it, and I knew it was sapphic, and it kind of reminded me of the Ex-Hex. It basically is like a John Tucker Must Die, but witchy and sapphic. I'm currently like 71 pages in, so I'm not that far in, but it's a romance, so I'm hoping that I'll finish this sooner than I thought. But right now I'm turning my attention to the book that I started 2 days before the end of the month because I'm a genius. And I thought I would read it just on Halloween, not thinking about the fact that I would be sitting outside in the dark handing out candy, and also how much I had to get done on Halloween. So that is The Taking of Jake Livingston by Ryan Douglas. Yeah, I think this is a debut. It's like 244 pages. It's pretty short, and I'm on page 50 currently, but I'm still hoping to get through this like very soon. I have a few days off this week, so I think I'm gonna power through it because I have a lot of books that I want to read in November, and I don't want to be stuck reading creepy books all month. So yeah. I also started, if I can put that down, that didn't work. I also started You've Reached Sam by Dustin Tao, which comes out November 9th. And this is an e-arc that I have from NetGalley, so hopefully I will get through it, although me and e-arcs take forever to read, and I'm only like 1% through. I just started. I read 1 chapter, which is kind of embarrassing. But I am really excited to read it. I also just saw the finished, like a picture of the finished copy on Twitter, and it's stunning. So if I love it, I'm going to buy it. So yeah, that's it for this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow my social media down below. That's Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.